Welcome back to my channel. The long-awaited moment of reckoning has finally arrived for the Vision, and Paul Heyman is standing at the center of the storm, ready to unveil the final and most dangerous piece of his master strategy. A revelation so shocking that even Brock Lesnar himself will be left momentarily without words, and that alone tells you just how massive this moment truly is. Because when someone like Lesnar is stunned, the entire wrestling world feels it, and right now the tension in the air is so thick you could cut it with a knife, because the biggest secret in WWE history is about to be dragged into the spotlight for everyone to see, and Heyman knows it, he feels it, and he thrives in it as he carefully assembles the Vision in the ring, bringing together Brock Lesnar, Drew McIntyre, Logan Paul, Braun Breaker, and Bronson Reed. A lineup of raw power and chaos unlike anything we have seen in years, and he promises them and the world that this announcement will not just be important, it will be historic, a turning point that changes everything we thought we understood about the war against Roman Reigns, because for weeks the Vision has relied on a mysterious presence, a shadow warrior who struck without warning, a ghost in the machine who carried out perfectly timed attacks that weakened Roman psychologically as much as physically, a hidden operative who did the things none of them could do openly, and now, according to Heyman, that era of secrecy must come to an end, because a weapon hidden forever eventually loses its purpose, and the time has come for the ghost to step into the light and become a soldier, standing proudly as the final pillar of their conquest. Yet this moment is also loaded with immense risk, because revealing their greatest secret means giving up their greatest advantage, and the Vision has struggled with one core issue from the very beginning: cohesion. They are not brothers forged in the same fire, they are individual titans, with massive egos, personal goals, and clashing philosophies, each one a monster in his own right. But monsters do not always move as one, and Heyman knows that to transform this collection of unstoppable individuals into a single unstoppable force, they need something more than power and intimidation. They need a unifying symbol, a shared secret that binds them together, a weapon whose loyalty is unquestionable. But loyalty is a fragile thing in a world fueled by ambition and betrayal, and by bringing that secret into the open, Heyman risks everything: exposure, defiance, even the possibility that the very weapon he forged could become the blade that turns on him. So he must walk a razor-thin line between trust and strategy, revealing just enough to inspire unity without weakening their grip on control. And as he stands there in the ring before his assembled champions, there is an unmistakable pride in his eyes, almost paternal in nature, as if he is not just a manager unveiling a plan, but a mastermind presenting the culmination of years of careful manipulation. And with a slow, deliberate voice he addresses them as his esteemed associates, praising their ferocity, their dominance, and the way they have shattered the illusion of Roman Reigns' invincibility, reminding them that brute force alone does not win wars, that true victory is achieved through precision, deception, and the deployment of the perfect, unexpected weapon at the exact right moment, a blade in the dark that the enemy never sees coming. And with one dramatic gesture toward the entrance, he declares that the time has come for them to meet the very architect of Roman's downfall, the individual who has been orchestrating the chaos from behind the curtain. And in that instant the arena plunges into darkness, the roar of the crowd blending with a nervous, electric anticipation. And then a single figure steps out from the shadows, face hidden beneath a hooded jacket, moving with slow, deliberate confidence toward the ring, each step echoing like a countdown to disaster. And inside the ring the members of the Vision watch in silence, their curiosity mixed with tension and suspicion, because even giants become wary when confronted with the unknown. And for the first time in a long while, Brock Lesnar himself leans forward with visible interest, his usual detached menace replaced by focused attention, as if even he senses that whatever comes next will change the balance of power forever. And the mysterious figure climbs into the ring and stands shoulder to shoulder with Heyman, silent, unmoving, a living question mark. And Heyman places a hand on the figure's shoulder with calculated confidence, his voice steady as he announces that this is the reason Roman's empire has been collapsing from within, that this is the ultimate insider, the perfect weapon, the one blade sharp enough to cut through the heart of the tribal chief's dominion. And then, in a motion that seems to stretch Time itself. The figure lifts both hands to the hood and slowly pulls it back, and the reveal sends a shockwave through the ring, through the vision, and through every fan watching around the world, because the face staring back at them is not an outsider, not a mercenary, not a forgotten rival, but Seth Rollins himself, and in that instant the betrayal becomes nuclear in scale. Because Seth Rollins is not just another name on Roman Reigns' long list of enemies, he is family, he is history, he is the man who once fought beside Roman in the trenches of war games, the architect of the Shield, the brother who bled alongside him in some of the most brutal battles WWE has ever seen, and now he stands there with a chilling smile, calmly welcoming himself to the vision, as if this had always been his destiny, and Brock Lesnar's eyes widen in genuine disbelief. A split second of pure shock breaking through his legendary composure, and that single reaction alone tells the entire story, because this revelation is not just a surprise, it is a narrative earthquake that rewrites everything. It suddenly makes sense why the sabotage felt so personal, why the attacks were so precisely timed, why the psychological wounds cut deeper than any physical blow, because the one orchestrating it all was someone who knew Roman Reigns better than almost anyone alive, someone who knew his habits, his fears, his instincts, his breaking points, someone who had shared locker rooms, battle plans, and victories with him. And this is what makes the betrayal so devastating, because an attack from an outsider can be anticipated, defended against, rationalized as rivalry, but a strike from within shatters trust at its foundation. It poisons every memory and turns every shared victory into a lie, and suddenly every strange moment from recent weeks clicks into place like the final pieces of a dark puzzle. The perfectly executed distractions, the uncanny ability of the mystery attacker to stay one step ahead, the way Roman always seemed just a moment too late, the calculated chaos that erupted at key turning points, including the devastating assault on CM Punk, all of it now traced back to one mind, one architect pulling the strings from behind the curtain, and that architect was standing right beside Heyman all along, and the implications of this sent betrayal ripple outward in every direction. Because if Seth Rollins was willing to betray Roman Reigns in this way, then no alliance in WWE is safe, no bond is sacred, and the Vision is suddenly revealed not just as a group of dominant enforcers, but as the most strategically dangerous force the company has.